Hey man, you got the time? Greetings, gentlemen. Today I want to talk to you about what is, in my opinion, the best accessory you can add to any outfit: the timepiece. A watch, a timepiece, a wristwatch, a pocket watch, whatever you want to call it. The functioning accessory of a watch can elevate your style game as long as you do it right. Did you get one for Christmas or maybe for your birthday? Or did you just go out and treat yourself to one? Whatever the case, let's get it set right. And I'm not talking about the time. How you wear whatever kind of watch you own can make or break your style game. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and buy a luxury watch, a designer watch, spend thousands of dollars just to be stylish. And I'm not talking about any specific brand. There are people out there who are very serious when it comes to watches. And they're very sensitive about the craftsmanship that goes into making the watch that you wear on your wrist. And for good reason. They get it. They understand what goes into making a really nice quality timepiece. And they can also spot companies who put really cheap parts inside a watch and sell it for a lot of money, ripping you off. I totally respect that passion, and I have learned quite a bit since I've really gotten into watches. But I also respect the guy who's just learning about watches, and they're going out shopping, they're not worried about brands, they're not so much worried about high dollar or luxury item watches. They're just looking for something that they like, that they feel stylish, that gives them a little bit of confidence, that they just want to wear out and about. I am not going to be critical of a watch that costs $20 or one that costs $20,000. Not very gentlemanlike. You buy the watch that you like. You buy the watch that you want to wear, and you wear it, and wear it with confidence. And speaking of things that you like, I really hope it's this video. If you could do me a favor, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Now let's get started. First, I want you to focus on the type of watch you're gonna be wearing. Wear the watch appropriate for the occasion or the outfit. And what I mean by that is, don't go to the gym and pull out your luxury timepiece or a dress watch like this and try to rock that at the gym. That's the wrong kind of flexing to have. You should be flexing other things at the gym. Instead, put on your Apple Watch or your Fitbit or whatever it is that you use to track your steps or heart rate or anything like that. Those are the kinds of watches that are appropriate for the gym. And on the flip side, don't get dressed up and then put on your Apple Watch like this. Say, hey man, check this out. Don't be wearing this. Look, I got Mandalorian band and my Apple Watch. Wrong kind of watch for this kind of outfit. I don't recommend it. Instead, this is where you definitely need to bring out your dress watch. I would always recommend maybe a leather strap or a steel bracelet, something along those lines. It really is going to elevate your style and you're going to look really sharp. A second way to make the watch accessory elevate your outfit, elevate your style, is to match the other accessories. Let me give you some examples of how you can match your watch to your belt and maybe even your belt buckle. So the first pairing I'm going to do is that same watch that I showed you before with the black leather strap, really like that. But then here's the belt. It's just going to be a steel belt buckle with black leather, and the two just really complement each other with the steel casing in the watch and the steel belt buckle. Here's a similar watch, but just a black leather strap with rose gold. So the belt that I would put this with, again, black leather, but a rose gold buckle. These two really pair up nice. I really like this combination. Just adds a little pop to your outfit. Definitely will get noticed. All right, those were examples of two watches with the black leather strap, but let's change it up. Let's go to a brown leather strap and see what we can do there. All right, so here we have just a very simple light brown strap, but a steel casing. Okay, just a simple minimal dress watch here. And the belt I picked, same kind of color brown on the belt that's on the strap, but then that silver belt buckle, I'll put that back. So here they go. The browns aren't quite the same, but pretty close in shade. And then of course that silver casing with the silver buckle, they just complement each other. Real nice pairing there. All right, so here is another brown watch, a little more darker brown on the leather strap, but the bezel, the watch casing, is kind of a gunmetal color. And then the belt I picked is more nylon. It's not as dressy, not like the leather, but then a gunmetal buckle to go with that. So these two together, the brown leather strap, brown nylon belt, but then the gunmetal belt buckle, really complement each other. They're paired up nice. It just adds enough of a touch to your outfit. People are gonna notice, and you have easily, very subtly elevated your style. And finally, went ahead and got out of the dress clothes. I got a little more casual. I want to show you my final watch. I just got this. This is a very sporty, rugged Harley Davidson. It's got the black and steel bracelet. You can see the black around the bezel. It's also a little gunmetal on the Harley Davidson emblem. And I'm going to pair this with the black leather belt and the gunmetal buckle. I think they go well together. The black in the strap pairs up with the belt, and then of course the gunmetal in the watch goes with that buckle. Very casual, kind of rugged, kind of tough looking. Kind of like this. Now I just got done showing you a few examples of how you can pair your watch with your belt just to elevate your style game a little bit. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy a bunch of belts, a bunch of buckles, or a bunch of different watches or watch straps. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying work with what you have. See if you can't pair something together to just complement each other, elevate your style game just a notch. And finally, gentlemen, let's talk about fitment. Your watch should fit snug on your wrist. Doesn't matter which wrist it is, left or right, that's up to you, that's your preference, but it should fit snug. I've seen guys all the time walk around with their watch like this. It's dangling, they're flipping their wrist around, they're constantly doing this, trying to check it. But why do I say this? Because this watch flopping around like this and spinning around on your wrist, this can cause damage. You can bang this watch as you're walking around, hitting it up against things. You don't want to do that. These things are expensive. These things are also very delicate. You want to take care of that. You run the risk of damaging it, and you definitely don't want to get this part all scratched up. So make sure you adjust your straps so the watch is just snug to avoid any kind of unnecessary damage to that crystal and keep that nice and clear. The other way I can't stand to see people wear watches is when the watch is on the bottom of their wrist. You do run the risk of damaging your watch by wearing it like this. You don't need to do that. Put the watch up on top of the wrist, snug it up, and show that watch off. This watch here definitely needs to be adjusted, so let's go down to my desk and I'll show you how to adjust your steel bracelet. All right, so here we are at the desk. You see here is the watch. When you start removing links, you want to try to do it even. So if you're going to do 3 on one side, you want to do 3 on the other. Don't take it all from one side, because then your clasp that will lock the bracelet snug against your wrist or around your wrist will just be all off center. I got this kit off Amazon. I'll provide a link below, but it comes with like all these different tools to use to get the pins out. There's a lot of other tools in this kit as well that can be used for doing different things with your watches. What we're going to do is go ahead and punch the split pins out of the bracelet and try to remove 3 links on each side, and then we'll try it on. On the inside of the bracelet, you'll see these little arrows. They're in the direction of where you need to punch the pins, the direction of where you punch the pins out. So go with the arrow when you are removing these pins. This little tool is very handy. You can see the holes down in the bottom of it. If you line up the pins right and push them through, they'll go right down through the hole. And I'm going to go ahead and tap out. There's one. I'm going to go 3 links. It's 1, 2, 3. I'll go ahead and take this one out. Okay, there's 1 pin there. And there is the 3 links on one side. Now before I take the other side off, I'm going to go ahead and put this side back together. So to reassemble, you just line up the links and then go ahead and put the pin back in. Now there's only one way the pin should go, in the reverse way. So that way, if you need to remove another link, you've got it set in place correctly. The split pins are rounded on one end and then split on the other end, and that is kind of the compression that takes place inside the link to hold it all together. So you want to go the opposite way of the arrow now, with the rounded end going first. And then I take the nylon side of the hammer, the plastic side, and kind of tap that down in there a little bit. So it's snug, you don't want it snagging on anything. And then just take one little extra tap. All right, now I'm gonna go to the other side. Same type of thing. Okay, it's all back together. Now we give it the test fit. Lock your clasp, push, hear it click, and there you have it. All right, there you have it, gentlemen. The best accessory you can add to your outfit, the timepiece. And again, it's not about the brand, it's not about how much it costs, it's about how you feel when you're wearing it and if you're wearing it right. However you decide to wear it, make sure you wear it with confidence. I'm the Capable Gentleman, always showing you ways to go from dirty to dapper and encouraging you to never stop learning. Until next time, be kind, everyone. See you next week.